What's up, everybody? We're here live at Rare Air Productions this week again with another episode of Strong Therapy. Coming at you live this time, right here with Carolyn and Brian Strong. So without further ado, I'm going to send it on over to them.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing? Oh,
Carolyn and Brian Strong. So without further ado.
Oh, my gosh. So this is our first time, and of course, I'm doing something crazy. Okay, turning down the volume. Oh, goodness. How's everybody doing today? How are you doing, Brian?
Fine.
I always fuck it up with my phone. Oh, well. How was your week?
Busy.
What were you doing?
Doing my last week of the delivery service, where I would go amongst the bushes and relieve myself. I really didn't have to do that this week, so that was good.
At Boys and Girls Club in front of really cool homes that are multi-million-dollar homes.
I like to shit on golf courses right by the
Fairway?
No, the golf path.
The golf path.
Golf cart path, yes.
You know, when we were talking to Chris about shitting, did you ever like shit in a hole like he was talking about?
No. You're too exposed.
I think that should be a goal before you end. Just stop at some golf course and shit in a hole.
No, that'd be like looking at the blue tees, man. How many yards is this? Holy shit!
Exactly.
I think a bear was over here or something.
Or
a bear that loved corn.
Or even just go to the house that like complained the most, and right by their mailbox drop a deuce.
There was some man that was standing on the golf course and squatted down, and evil came from his bum.
Ew, yeah. Especially after eating some Hardee's fucking chicken burritos. Ugh. Ugh.
My Skyline chili.
Yeah. Oh, again? That Skyline chili, yuck. And you had chili from Steak and Shake.
5 ways.
Yeah, extra onions. Could you imagine that fart?
Steak and shit.
So my week has been good. Took the girls to the pool a couple times. They're actually at the pool right now with our good friend Lacey. And what else did we do this week? Mom stuff. I carpet cleaned, which I'm very proud of. It really needed to be done, and I have some more goals to get done.
Yeah, look good.
Yeah. So,
I gotta change the headlight in the fucking van.
Yeah, it really needs. You all understand we're a family and shit happens. So the other thing that needs to be done that I'm like paranoid is an oil change.
Yeah, shit happens. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
But we have a great show today. We have a great guest. We hope that you comment a little later in the show. There's going to be a phone number, and if you want to call in, you can call in, ask some questions. You know, we'll have a little fun this time. We're trying out this live thing to see.
We'll do it live.
To see, like we recorded live, just so you understand.
We'll fix it in post.
But we're actually sitting here at our home right now. So, our guest coming on is Speech Impediment Man. He's an amazing, funny guy. We love him. I met him in Atlantic City and Austin. You can follow him on Twitter. That information will be on there.
I'll
and
be
Instagram.
Seeing him in Vegas.
Yeah. Brian is coming to Vegas. He's got his VIP tickets. So if you're
the weekend pass.
Yes, weekend pass. Are you going to get the karaoke?
It's included with the weekend pass.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Yay. So Matt has to take videos. So he's going to Vegas. So you'll get to meet Brian. I'm going to stay home with the kids. Brian has a man weekend. So hopefully he'll go be with
cigars, bourbon,
prostitutes, blowjobs.
Well, definitely get the hookers.
Yeah. So we're introducing Speech into the show. Hi, Speech. How are you?
Hello.
Good. I was laughing at Brian's story.
Well, good.
It reminded me of, okay, this was like 30 years ago in my drinking days.
Yeah.
There was a bar called Sugar. You know, it has girls in bikinis and they're serving beer and stuff. And that's my hangout. And every night at closing at 2, I'd go next door to 7-Eleven and get these, you know, those big bean burritos. I call them shit burritos because they're good, but you end up taking them big shit.
Yeah, every time.
Then I would get them, and then I'd start walking home, and my condominium was about half a mile away, so I would start walking, and it always seemed to happen every night at the same time. I would stop in front of this Korean guy's house, and I would basically pull down my pants and shit in his front yard.
Nicely done.
And I wouldn't have anything to wipe my ass, so I'd take my underwear off and wipe my ass and leave it there. And if you could just imagine.
Now, do you wear tighty whities or do you wear what are they called?
Well, this was 30 years ago. I'm sure it was tighty.
Well, I used to wear tighty whities, but now I changed because tighty whities have the skid marks in them. So I try to get the colored one. But
that's a secret amongst us men.
That's true.
I didn't know that. You scuttos.
My
gosh.
I remember I'd wake up the next day in my room and I could just imagine this Korean going outside and going, "Oh my God, what happened in my front yard?"
Did you always do it in the same spot or did you?
Yeah, it always seemed to happen at the same time.
Wow.
Superman left gift
and it was always at like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh.
Superman not like me.
No.
But don't worry, I don't do that anymore. I'm housebroken.
That's a good thing.
Nicely.
So as far as being on here, I was thinking about what we could talk about is relationships with you, and I have some questions. Are you willing to answer some of our questions about your personal life, things you like, so that some ladies out there, if they're interested in contacting you?
I mean, I don't know how good I will be. I mean, I did the whole marriage thing and ended up getting divorced, but I'll give it a whirl.
Okay. Well, everybody has their own issues and it's all good, but I was thinking I'd try to be little Miss Cupid for you.
Everybody loves somebody sometime.
Carolyn, let me ask you something. You're a woman. I mean, well, your marriage seems to be working, but I'm just saying, this was with my ex-wife. This was my issue. You know, I'm a big sports nut. I like my football, my ESPN and stuff. And when we were dating, she was cool with going to football games, and she'd even watch ESPN and football games with me. But it seems after we got married, a year or two afterwards,
Did this bitch flip a switch?
Kind of changed.
She flipped the switch. So,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I know you, and you're not like this, but I'm just saying. I mean, some girls are like, they throw the bait out there and get you hooked and reel you in, and then after 2 or 3, they figure, well, where are you going to go? So they kind of flip the switch on you.
Well,
now it's time to change him.
Yeah, well, I mean, women do that. I'm a different type of woman. I'm not perfect by any means. But I would say I'm straightforward about things, right?
Yeah.
And there are things that Brian enjoys that I don't. Like, he likes to play PlayStation. He's tried for years to get me to play with him. There's certain things I won't do. Football, speech, me and you would be partners in that, because I grew up on football. My dad was a football fan.
Chicago Bears.
He followed football hugely. So like, I watched it as I was a kid. My sister Michelle, huge Notre Dame fan, huge Colts fan. I mean, that's the thing is that there are women out there that flip the switch.
Right.
But you won't ever know until they fucking do.
Right. Now,
I would recommend to women who push that out there, like, to please the man, don't do that. You won't be compatible with the person later on in life.
Right.
Be honest, truthful, and you know,
I was going to say, and for men, watch how her mother treats her father.
Right.
Because that will probably be mimicked in your relationship.
Now, Carolyn, let me ask you something.
Sure.
When Brian was saying his shit story,
yeah,
you asked if he had ever shit in the hole.
Yeah.
Now,
he's never shit in my hole. Don't ask that.
No. If he came home one night and say you put a golf course hole in your front yard, would you let him shit in it?
If we had a hole in our front yard for him to do it?
Yes.
You know what? I would fucking let him do it, because
she'd film it.
I would film it, share it, and I would laugh my ass off because because of neighbors' fucking cameras. They would post it on our neighborhood thing and say, "Can you believe this motherfucker?" It would be.
I would have to be so drunk to do that. I would have to be my Mitch.
You are a cool chick, Carolyn.
Thank you. It's just, I think that's funny as fuck. I mean, if he's willing to do something like that, yeah. I restrain myself from some stuff because I'd
have to crawl to the hole.
Oh my God. Just picturing that. I would want to get all the angles. I would be out there fucking videoing it. I probably would. Speech, I would.
Now,
when you speech, look at a woman like the first time, what is something that you're attracted to first off? Like,
is this a question?
Yeah.
Okay. Question.
I'm kind of a boob guy.
Yeah.
But I think the older I get, I'm more attracted to the personality. But I mean, I have a problem. I mean, it always seems that the girls I'm attracted to put me in the friend zone. And to tell the truth, and I was just thinking about this today, I mean, sometimes I want to just tell them I don't want any of this friend crap and
fuck them.
Tell them F off.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm too nice of a guy and I get caught up in the friend stuff. But I mean, like right now I'm kind of going through that. I
can understand that.
Yeah, the friend zone is a particular layer of hell.
Yeah. There was a lot of, when I was a bigger girl, I was put in the friend zone because even though guys are attracted to bigger girls, and later on in life, I found out they were attracted to me, but there's the stigma of dating a big girl, back when I was younger. I was a guy's girl. I always was. I have girlfriends and I still have fun hanging out with my girlfriends, but I was a guy's girl.
A tomboy, if you will.
Yeah. And I liked the bullshit, talking about shit, farting. What? Oh,
pissing on your shit.
When I had huge boobs, right? I was in high school. I weighed 200 pounds. I'm 5'1", fat ass, big boobs. And the guys would, they would just walk up to me and go, "Hi, Carolyn. Hey, big mama." Like, I didn't care. I actually thought these were like not part of my body. The guys just did it, and it didn't bother me. A lot of women wouldn't like that. I didn't care because
it was attention.
Yeah, we had fun. I mean, I did pranks. Poor my friend Toby. This is a good story.
Did you go around grabbing balls?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I would ask them to show me their Kenny Moore. He passed away. Loved him dearly. He had the sexiest happy trail. Like when his shirt was off after football. Ooh, girls, my friends from high school that watch this, remember Kenny Moore's happy trail? Ooh. So I would say, "Kenny, just give me a sneak peek." He'd give me a little sneak peek. I never saw his penis. Never kissed him.
I thought that's what a sneak peek was.
No. Sneak peek. I just wanted to see his happy trail. At that time, I wasn't attracted to the penis. It was the thought of the anticipation.
The mystery, if you will.
Yes, I was very naive. Remember, I didn't lose my virginity speech until I was 21. So that's the truth. I held out as long as I could.
Okay.
So friend zone advice, be honest with whoever it is. And you need to decide that if you're honest, if you can handle the fact that you might not be friends with them after that. Like if you can't handle it or they can't handle it, that's where the problem lies. It makes it difficult. A lot of the times when I was put in the friend zone, maybe 2-3 weeks, I felt heartbroken. And then I just got over it. I had to say, fuck, they're just not attracted to me, or that isn't the thing. And then I just became friends with them.
Well, I think I'm at a point where I need to make a stand and just basically tell them, I'm going to have to move on. I can't be friends with you.
Right. And honestly, I don't know if this is happening, but I just feel like I have to say this. Don't let these motherfucking bitches use you. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay? Don't let them use you. I love you, Speech, and you're so kind, like you said. This is true from my heart. Don't let people fucking use you.
Thank you.
You're an incredible person. So
now we were talking about your tattoo on your boob.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, when I was after my dad passed away, that was in 1997. I kind of went wild.
That was 95.
I got my mom's 95. My dad passed away. Thank you. So again, my dad passed away, so I got a little wild, and I got this tattoo, ladies and gentlemen. Snow White.
And the little bluebird of happiness.
Because I love Snow White.
Very hot.
She's hot. She's looking a little droopy now, or dopey.
She looks a little shrunken.
Yeah. So actually,
Cher had a rose tattoo when she was 20.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but now it turned into a long stem.
I would have to say that my Snow White has become like.
She's kind of
droopy.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go in a few weeks, hopefully, to talk to a tattoo artist.
I wonder if I can do a droopy.
To talk to a tattoo artist, and he's exceptional. He told me to come into his shop and we would discuss. He has a lot of people that want him. He said that if I come in and it's something he wants to be working on right now, he would put me ahead of other people. So mine would be several. This one, a color update on my back. And I want to get a beautiful 3 roses.
I want a golf target, like it was like 5 points here, 10 points over here, and then way up by her neck, 20 points.
You know, because he wants to shoot on my back.
It's like, like shooting ropes.
Does he shoot big, thick ropes?
Well, and it's kind of, he wants to do that kind of like when you're teaching a kid how to go potty. You know, you put those little dots in there to like have them.
5. Dust.
There you go. There you go.
Also, here's another question. I don't assume anything ever. So are you attracted to women or men?
This is a second question?
I just move around.
Oh.
I'm attracted to women, but I've had friends tell me, well, you know, if you turn gay, you would double your options. But a hairy butt does not turn me on.
I understand. But you can close your eyes while you're getting a blowjob.
I guess you can.
Just giving you some options there, you know. You ask a question.
All right. Let me see here. When you have sex or masturbate, do you wear your speech impediment costume?
I must admit, I've done it a couple times just to see how it would go.
Were you able to see in a mirror?
Yes, but
I just visualized it. You going,
Superman?
To tell you the truth, like when I get hotel rooms like in Atlantic City or Austin, I'll bring my computer, and after the show, I'll kind of like make a little date for myself. I'll like get the lotion from the bathroom. I'll get a hand towel and
good option.
Put my favorite on. I'm really into real estate porn.
Real estate. I've never seen that. What is real estate porn?
You've never seen it? Where like the guy goes to buy the house and the girl's like, well, I really need to sell this house. What can I do to make you put an offer down? And he's like, well, you kind of have big boobs. I mean, maybe if I could see them, and since your top is off, I mean, why don't we go all the way? And
that's
you know
funny.
what happened. A lot of times the guy says he'll put an offer down, but then the girl falls asleep and he'll sneak off.
Oh, the bastard. The bastard. You know what it was? He didn't like the shower. But he thought I might as well get some tits and ass and a little bit of...
There you go.
Okay, so this is something I do with Brian that's embarrassing but funny because I'm silly. Have you ever been with a girl, or have you ever made your penis talk?
I admit I kind of tried to stretch out the pee hole, see how big I could get it.
That's what cracks me up is like, I'll do, hello. Hi. Hello, Brian.
Well, for some reason, I thought if I could make the pee hole bigger, I would throw a bigger and thicker load.
Did it work?
No, it's about the same size.
Yeah, you gotta do Kegels or male Kegels.
You gotta kind of experiment.
I'm doing Kegels right
now. Sometimes, what the hell? I don't have a partner. I gotta take care of myself. I have needs.
Speech. You gotta take it back to basics,
I don't masturbate anymore, and that's what helps with the ropes too, because I get a build up, and
really.
What year? Tell him what year you quit.
November of '95.
So
do you get a coin like in AA?
You find out you're more backed up, and when you do have sex, you have a bigger, thicker load.
Oh yeah,
he does, and it's also I don't know. I think it's a health thing with me, but I actually will notice color.
In
the semen. And I can tell when he really needed to have a fun time with his wife. I'll be like, oh, honey, I'm so sorry, because the color is different. And I don't think it's from food. I think it's from needing the release. And it's also a good thing, ladies and gents, to do it because of is it endorphins? The or what is it? The thing that goes
pleasure centers of the mind and
Chris, what is it called? Like it releases
dopamine or serotonin.
Thank you, dopamine. So yeah, something in your brain that makes you like. Brian gets goofy. Like he's goofy anyways, but like right afterwards, he's very.
That's what they call thinking with the little head instead of the big head.
Well, either big head, really.
They're both big.
Okay.
And Speech, I gotta say, you had your math all backwards. Speech, you had your Speech, you had it backward. When you're watering your yard and you want to spray the water further, you don't open the hose up. You put your thumb over the damn thing.
True.
The other thing you can do, ladies or gents, with your man, I'm gonna use this as another. Phallic symbol. The base of his penis, take your finger and hold it tight. There's a vein or something where when he's about to come, that you can hold that and you kind of control that. It gives a bigger sensation, right?
A different sensation, yeah.
Different sensation. Just a little tip from Carolyn for your dick. If you have never done...
Good to know. Well, my next road trip is Cleveland. I may have to try that out.
Exactly.
Got a big night planned.
At some stores they have, what are they? At the sex stores, like if you go to a sex store or something like that, they have, what are those black things that go around? What's it called?
A cock ring?
See, I'm naive. I know what they are, but I don't know what they're called. So a cock ring works, but you also can hold as tight as you can, and it'll prolong and make a different sensation. So, and if you have a call girl ever, you also one ring-a-dingy, a two ring-a-dingy.
What do you mean? Fuck off.
You can have her try that. That's something that you can try out. Anyways,
right.
That's little bit from Carolyn. Now you call in quite often to In Hot Water. What other shows, Speech, have you been on?
Well, I used to call in Howard Stern, but he seems I don't know, for some reason, not like my politics. I don't like politics, but I guess his producer Gary saw my page and is not too happy, and Howard is just kind of a leftist. I call in Joe Rogan sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I call in Adam Carolla.
Sweet.
I like
I didn't.
Carolla
You
a
know,
lot.
I met you through Compound Media, in Hot Water, with Aaron and Gino Bisconti, and Chrissy Mayer. Have you ever called into the Wet Spot?
Yes, I have. A couple times he had porno stars on. And I called into there. I probably need to call in more. I just, I love talking to Gino and Aaron because they seem to put me on more, and they
love you. I mean, you're a good.
Steve does a really good impression too.
You know, last time I called, they had who was it? A dumb speech impediment man. They had
hate speech impediment man.
They had hate. He was okay, but this new guy, evil. I mean,
there's the farmer one.
Seems to, I guess, talk more about me. One thing that they seem to like is I like to tell them jokes, and they like to have evil speech impediment man talk over me so my jokes don't come out.
Yeah, there's been a couple times when we've called in that you know, the way the show is that something doesn't get through, but the true thing, so true followers listen really hard, or they go back and like re-listen and listen to the different stuff, because one of the call-ins I said, someone actually tagged me on Twitter and was like, did you guys hear Carolyn say this? Because I was talked over during the moment by someone by accident. And he said, I laughed forever after that. So just remember that keep your talking and do what you do, because our followers and and we're so happy you're there. Yeah, surely.
That's funny.
I will say this, Speech. The idea of you, speech impediment man, and hate.
Have a little competition.
I like that idea. That you two are comparable to me so far. I think you guys would make a great duo in some kind of fashion. Not nothing really negative.
Well, I think maybe my next call I will suggest that they have hate speech impediment man in Cleveland, and we have a joke off on stage.
Oh, and I'd miss that.
A jerk off on stage?
Well, we could do that afterward.
Don't do Cleveland, do Las Vegas.
Yeah, but you're not going to be there either.
But Brian would be.
Okay, Vegas.
Do Vegas. I think it would be great for you guys.
We'll do Vegas. And Brian will even maybe get a hooker up there and snort some cocaine.
You'll be surprised of what he picks.
And then
He'll pick some like emo girl that looks like she's starving to death.
You know, I mean, our last show at Austin, did you see that black girl, Kelly Pro? Oh my God.
She was impressive and
like balloons on her chest.
Me and her had a conversation. She's so cute. I got food for me and I think Chrissy, but Chrissy took off because I knew she needed to eat. So I bought her some food, but then I ended up sitting on the side of the road and I gave her Chrissy Mayer's food. And we sat there and talked. She is the sweetest girl. And me and her were talking about her boobs because of me saying that I wanted to lift and separate. And she actually told me the doctor that she used, and he's very good. She traveled to go have him do those for her.
Yeah, because I see her on Instagram, and she's all over. She's in New York, Houston.
She's a traveling girl.
There's some fine ladies on Instagram.
Yes.
But I mean, let me tell you, I'm more of a natural boob guy. I mean, after a while, the fake boobs, they get hard. Like a hard.
Have you ever touched like a fake boob that was hard or too hard?
Mm-hmm. Usually it's a gal who is like an A cup, and they get the they get the saline bags. Those tend to harden up. Now,
well, and they gotta like stretch the skin. I mean,
right? It doesn't look natural.
Yeah.
Now, if a girl has a little bit of a chest to begin with, like a B cup or a small C, and they get the silicone, that feels a lot more natural. It's softer and more malleable.
Anybody out there following or watching? Chris, if you can bring up the phone number.
Yeah, I put it in a few minutes back.
Thank you.
Yep.
We will be taking calls if you have any questions for Speech, or if you just want to call in and say hey. Again, this is our first time doing this, so we're going to manage it the best we can.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
You travel a lot, and I've noticed that. How many states have you been to, or do you reckon you've been into, or been to into?
I counted once. I think I've been in like 30 of them.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, there's some that I would like to be in. I would like to go to Maine someday. I've never been up there. I would like to go to Alaska. I saw Gino just did a show up in Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I saw he said something about we're possibly going to do one in Alaska or London. Now, I don't know if they were bullshitting or if this is true.
I heard...
yeah, I think Aaron would like to do
they want to do a European trip. I don't know if it's multiple places, and I'm not part of the show, but I think that there is goals to go to Europe.
Well, you would have to tag along.
You know what? If they do go, I do want to go to that.
They should go to Glasgow if they do, or London or something.
The only thing that scares me is if I went, I would really want Brian to go. I had a great time in Austin, but I would say I talk a lot of bullshit, okay? And I'm a fun gal, but
bullshit.
But I got when I was in Austin, I felt like part of me wasn't there, and it was Brian. So we're a team when we're with Compound. If that makes sense, we needed to be together.
Yeah. Now, Brian, did Carolyn tell you this story? We were sitting at a table, and her hand brushed my butt, and she said, "Don't get turned on, Speech." And I go, "I'm already turned on, but I've hit the big 6-0, and it takes me a while to get an erection."
Well, they have pills for that.
Well, that's what I've been looking into.
You know who knows about that?
Who?
Mr. Berg. Mr. Berg has used those.
Well, I may have to ask him.
Yeah, I
think they do the blue chews. I think he's tried them.
Yeah.
I saw him on a commercial.
Because they're trying to make another baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron's got a problem. He's probably got all them steroids and shit in his dick. I mean, who knows what's in there?
It was a bug out for me seeing him last night because I was watching a Mets game. A commercial comes on, and I was finishing the Michael Gavinelli show, and Michael goes, "That's Aaron Berg." And I look on there, and Aaron's playing like a robber in a Ring doorbell commercial. Full circle on the Ring thing. Full circle.
Ew. I mean, was that a real commercial?
Yeah, it was on.
Yeah. I told Aaron he made a good robber.
Yeah.
I think he went and did that a few months ago because Gino always like teases him about being a actor.
It was like time to get a better security system.
Yeah. All the watches and whatnot.
Yeah.
Something. I haven't seen it yet. We'll have to look it up, or if he's seen it, he'll be able to find it for me. I want to see that because I always give him shit about we bought them the door ring. What is it called?
The door ringer-majigger?
Yeah, the door ringer-majigger with the camera in the hallway that Gino got pissed off about this week. But
lock door cam. I bought him a Ring camera so that he could actually be filmed outside. You know, part of that bit. But
it pisses me off. This is the whole us being married. My doorbell don't ring and I can't see out my fucking front door. But yet we love compounds so much. They got the doorbell. The doorbell. But it makes for a good bit. I'm glad they brought it back this week. It makes me happy to know it's there.
Right.
I was trying to think what else has been going on. Let's see.
Well, we can segue into some of the articles.
Okay. So yeah, you're right. Segue. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about was superheroes. The most sexually deviant superheroes in comics.
I read that story you sent me.
Some of the photographs that are on this were really cool and things I didn't know. Because Brian's.
I always liked Spider-Woman. She was hot.
Spider-Woman?
Yeah.
Was it because her outfit was really tight?
Yep.
Lovely. I had as I was going through the different photographs, the first one was Tarantula, and the one it was in is a hero who eliminates bad guys and harasses the good guys. So, can you read that?
Sure. Lesser known DC Comics character Catalina Marie Flores is a former FBI agent who took up the mantle of the superhero Tarantula to bring some order to Bloodhaven, a city easily as crime-ridden as Gotham. As Tarantula, Flores meted out justice that was just a little more extreme than the typical crime fighter, and this put her at odds with the city's primary defender, Nightwing, who was Batman's first Robin.
So as far as that's concerned, did you read comics when she was in there?
I didn't do DC. I did Marvel.
You did Marvel?
And I thought Black Cat was really cute, too. Especially the comic book where Spider-Man and Black Cat were fighting Mr. Hyde, who was a Hulk-like size character. He wasn't as strong as the Hulk, but he did have superior physical strength.
Now, do you ever watch or read comic books, or did you ever what inspired you, Speech, to become Speech Impediment Man and actually have your suit and everything? Because one of the things I love about you is your tall red socks. You were on, this is the truth. You were on stage in Austin, and when you were on stage, all I could look, you have your whole ensemble, but I kept looking at those big, tall red socks, and I thought, I wonder if he's had sex with just those red socks on. You were saying your stuff, I was listening to you, laughing my ass off, but the other part of my brain was, does he wear those red socks?
No, I've never done that. Well, I had sex with a girl with my Speech Impediment Man shirt and cape, but never my sock.
A cape is a nice touch.
Yeah,
That's
next
really like
time.
a
Next
mwah,
time, do the
you know?
Girls seem to love the cape.
I'm thinking, do the cape and the socks.
That'll
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
That'll
Great.
work.
Here I come. Here I
That'll
come.
work.
Here I come to save the day.
That'll work.
Hilarious.
Now, well, this was back when I was first doing my comedy. Every night we'd do our set for the teacher, and this one night there was a really big fat guy before me. And the teacher goes, "Wait a minute, you got a weight problem and you need to address it so the audience knows it's okay to laugh at it." So basically that's the night Speech Impediment Man was born.
Oh.
And I used to do silk screening. And I go, well, why don't I do the Superman thing, get a shirt with Velcro on it, get a Superman shirt, but put an eye in it for Speech Impediment Man. And then later on, I decided to start using the basketball breakaway pants where you could tear those off. And like Speech Impediment Man, like I at my show, I haven't done it at Compound Media. You haven't seen it, but I'm usually introduced as Jeff Pines, and then I start talking about getting pulled over by cops and stuff. And then I rip off my clothes and go, "I'm Speech Impediment Man from the Planet Hair Lip," and I got a whole
Planet Hair Lip?
Hair Lip. And I got things like a bionic tongue.
Oh, wow.
To please many females. And I'll be at a bar after the show for a free demonstration.
I love that.
I want to do that, but I mean, I'm trying to get Gino and Aaron to give me more time because it takes me like 5 minutes to set up Speech Impediment Man.
Well, I've got to say that I am happy that they are giving you time. They do a great job of opening up for comedians. They love comedians, and they obviously, if they're giving you time, they know you have something. So be adamant about listening to what they're saying, because they
don't use the timer anymore, I noticed.
Maybe they just figured it's better when Speech Impediment Man just rambles on. I think they're at the point where some of my jokes are good, some are bad, but they just like to hear me ramble on about my life and how I can't pick chicks up and stuff like that.
And why we wanted you, not only because I feel like we're friends now that we met, Compound Media has become a family, I feel like, with everybody. I've made great friends, and Brian has. But I wanted you on here so you had more time, so that our followers, people that watch us and hear us, could get to know you more outside of just the jokes. How much you travel. I'm interested in those things. And those ladies out there, did you hear he likes to travel?
I like to travel, and I have a big
and he
tongue,
loves football.
and I like to lick pussy.
Yes. So be prepared.
That's the deal closer.
Have your eyes roll back in your head, and no fucking friend zone. He doesn't want friend zone.
That's right. I've had enough of that shit. Now,
are you wanting long term?
No.
You almost said no.
Yeah. No, seriously, I'm a sensitive guy.
Carolyn,
I'm looking for something long term. I mean, I'm interested in a girl's feelings and stuff. I
know you are.
But sometimes that's why it gets me in friend zone, because, I mean, you know what they say. Nice guys finish last and girls kind of like a dick or an asshole.
Well, I've got to say that my husband always said that too. And I picked a winner. So the women that think...
Got to find the right one.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you. Back to friend zone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this girl, I'm supposed to see her in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just tell her face to face, I'm not into the friend zone, I gotta go? Or should I just blow the whole thing off?
Are you currently talking to her?
On and off.
Okay.
More off than on.
Okay. So in my opinion,
it's more, I'm attracted to her and she wants to keep it in friend zone.
Yeah, I'd just be honest with her, be like, hey, if we get to Vegas and we don't, I would like to explore a sexual relationship with you, and if not, then kick rocks.
No.
What?
I would never, if some guy said that to me.
Well, not in those.
Well, I don't want him to. Okay.
Kick rocks.
I would be before you even go, initiate more conversation. If the conversation is online, you need to initiate more conversation about everything you like, dislike. If she's not reciprocating more serious questions, to me, that gives you a sign that she's keeping you in the friend zone. I would maybe do that for a couple weeks. And then I would go as far as to say, we're supposed to meet up in Las Vegas. I'm very interested in you. I want things to move along. And hopefully you are too. I would like you to be honest with me and tell me if that's a possibility. If she says friend zone, drop her like fucking potato.
Right.
That's what I was trying to say. You don't want to waste time on something that's not going to go anywhere.
Right.
So I don't know. Just I would definitely I would find out one way or another if something's going to happen in Vegas, because if not, that gives you time to maybe find someone else,
Okay.
Well, if not, I could enjoy myself in more ways than one. If you know what I mean.
And always remember there's more fish in the sea. How old are you again? Did you say
He's 40.
I'm 60.
Maybe you need to go check out the nursing homes.
Not to be rude, but on that note, I got to go back to work, Kenny.
I love you. Thank you for joining us today. You can catch Speech on Twitter and Instagram. Love
and Facebook.
And Facebook. Thank you for following. We'll stay on for a couple more minutes. Say goodbye to everybody.
Okay.
Thanks for coming, Speech.
No problem.
Take care.
Ryan will have fun in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get the hooker. See you later.
I'll see you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
It was fun. I love Speech to goodness.
Good man.
Yes, he is. You'll have a good time with him in Las Vegas. Hey, Chris.
How's it going?
The only hookers I'll be seeing is in my closet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're a good husband. That's why you won't do anything bad.
Oh.
He would be scared that he'd get something, Chris.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on, Vegas. It's got to be real sketchy. I mean, here's my sum up of Vegas. I was there twice when I was 14 and 17 for martial arts tournaments. And when I was 14, we were there. Oh no, sorry, 17. I was there with my grandparents too because we were taking them out to see our cousins. Fucking people on the street that are handing out the hooker cards are handing them out to me while I'm walking down the street with my grandmother, who was like 82 at the fucking time. It was if that's the most, like, if that, to me, that sums up Vegas concisely.
Yeah. I went when I was 20 something and walking down the street with my friend Pam and Brad, and some girl gave me one and I was like, didn't know what it was, and Pam and Brad were older than me and they were like, that's for a hooker. And I was like, why would I want one? Like, I didn't.
They probably have male ones out there, I would think.
It was a female one though. I mean, I'm not into girls. Whatever you do, it's do you. I'm happy with what I do. You do you. But it was surprising. But I guess it is called the City of Sin, right? Right?
Yeah, the thing that's ironic is that prostitution is illegal in the city limits. But if you go outside the city, it's legal.
That's weird.
They have brothels.
I always thought it was weird that like we as like our laws, it's illegal to do prostitution, but it's fully legal to do porn.
Yeah, because they do that whole First Amendment thing and like say it's performance art.
Porn is performance art.
It's like if you let the government tax it, then it's okay.
As long as they get their share.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It was an interesting show today. I think we had fun.
Yeah.
Do you want to bring the old man in?
Sure.
All right. I'll call him. Old man.
Old man.
Old man. Yeah. Where you at, dog? Come here, my baby. I want to ask you what you thought of my friend's speech.
Oh, boy. Oh.
I think we did pretty good today doing live. What do you think, Chris?
I think it was pretty good. Smooth as can be for a first try.
Good. Hi, old man.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Can't complain. Still above ground.
That's good. What's been going on with you?
Yeah, been working on this bunion down here, trying to get it straight again.
Ooh, a bunion?
Yep.
Those aren't fun.
Nope. Been hitting it with a hammer.
A hammer?
Yep.
Gotta get that chisel in there.
I know, right?
Yep.
Maybe you need to go to a doctor.
Nah, it's all just cotton anyway. It's all right. Just knock it back into place.
Did you see Speech Impediment Man?
Yeah, he looked pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Maybe you'd get to meet him sometime.
Yeah, maybe. Me and him kind of have the same trouble with women.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Lack of pussy.
Well, maybe you can take some of me and Brian's advice and, avoid the friend zone.
Put it to good use.
Hell,
Yes.
I wouldn't even mind the friend zone right now.
Oh, yeah?
As soon as I open my mouth, they usually leave.
Fuck. Well, thank you for joining us today, old man. I missed you.
That's just the halitosis.
What's that, Chris?
I said that's just the halitosis. He's got to get back into the flossing. Got to get back to the flossing.
Ugh, stink. Well, thank you for joining us live today. Maybe next time, or we'll try this out again and maybe get some callers. We love you guys. Have a great week. Enjoy your weekend. Be with family and friends. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye.